I'm coming.
I don't know if you are getting me.
Okay, I'm coming. Jobs to the country, and then also reduce of the food inflation.
Okay.
You see,
Yes.
these are the things. Now, when you look at the NDC's era, they were able to restore the debt stability, because by then Ghana, we were owing a lot. So they went in there so that we could stabilize our, restore our debt stability, and then also strengthen the monetary policy as well, and then also rebuild external benefits and safeguard the financial sector stability. So look at this. This is under the NDC's era, and then under the NPP's era. So looking at these two, you could see that there's a very big difference in it when it comes to the IMF deals with the NDC and the NPP. Because where Ghana is as it stands now, we need to stabilize our CD, create more jobs, and then also how do you call it? Make sure our inflation rate also drops.
Okay.
That is where the state of Ghana as it stands now.
Okay.
So if he's saying that we should extend it, it means it's of a good job. It's of a good call, because now the NDC made us understand that when they come to power, they are come to run 24-hour economy, and then 24-hour economy is what creating of what more jobs.
Okay.
When you create jobs and then the inflation rate is still high, then what's the essence of you creating the jobs?
Okay. Do you know what causes inflation?
Yeah.
One of the things that skyrockets our inflation is our over-dependency on importation. Now, that's what I'm saying. As a country, do we need IMF before we can actually stabilize our economy?
Yeah,
looking at the factors we have, as it stands now,
yeah, we need
really
IMF. Yeah.
With the gold reserve we have, with the oil, you know yesterday the three oil companies commenced on the third oil field.
I don't know of that. I've not seen any news of that. So.
Okay, so they have commenced on that. They are adding another oil field to the oil fields we already have in Ghana. So if we are having all these things and we keep depending on IMF before we believe we can actually run a developmental country, does that really make us independent as a country?
No.
So you still go by the fact that, because looking at the things as the new administration took over, they've cut out. It is of a fiscal discipline. So many budgets they've removed. So as a nation, we can actually run our country on a budget friendly without IMF. So we extending it's only adding debt to the country. We don't think so.
How is he adding debt to the country?
If we extend the deal, that means we are still going to receive funding from them to cushion the country.
And obviously they are still going to give us conditions.
Exactly.
And then when was that? Recently we all heard the finance minister saying there's a lot of debt, there's no money in the country. Right. So if there's no money in the country, how do we run that first? So technically you need the support of IMF to be able to run the country to some extent where we can be on our own, that we can run our own affairs without the interference of IMF.
You follow what is going on in Burkina Faso?
Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah.
It's been 3 years now since the
Ibrahim Traore
took over, right?
Yeah.
When you took over, do you remember their debt? Or do you even remember the state of their economy, how it was?
I've forgotten.
Okay. It was in shambles. It was way worse than Ghana.
Yeah.
When he took over, he cancelled every external agreement.
Yeah.
So no IMF, nothing. He only resourced the country's budgets from the country's own coffers. And now look at Burkina Faso. If we mention the first 5 countries in the world on a developmental high scale, they are part of it.
Yeah.
They did it without IMF or any external budget.
Assistance.
So is he the bold step he took? Can we also do the same?
That is what I am asking you.
That is if you're asking me, I'm not the running affairs of the country.
But in your opinion,
Yes.
you think
Look, that's why I gave you all that we
with my
have as a
opinion,
country.
we can run independently without the interference of any external affairs.
Okay.
We can,
Okay.
if only our leaders are going to take the bold step to do that.
Okay.
Because there are certain deals and then certain contracts that I don't think we are supposed to give to the external countries for them to come in and be doing those contracts for us. Whilst they have people in our own country that can be able to do those things.
Okay.
But yet we go out there and give them those contracts, which I think we are lacking as a country.
All right. So, in a nutshell, the extension of the IMF deal, do you think is the right step, or we should just
because as it stands now, the finance minister said there's no money in the country to be able to run the country.
so? You are making your submission or whatever you are saying based on what the finance minister
Yes, because he is in office. He is the one handling the affairs of the country when it comes to our monetary issues, our economy, and the rest. So he's in the right position, and then he's saying we can't run the country because the country is in debt. We don't have money. We are lacking this and
So
that.
he said we can't run the country.
He said there is no money in the country.
When?
Oh, just recently I saw a video of him. Yes.
Just recently.
Yes, just
Ato
recently.
has spoken.
Yeah,
he said that.
I saw.
It's been a while I heard him spoke though.
I can't lie. I'm coming. I've forgotten the group where I saw that video, and then I was even laughing. Said, "Hey, Abba Papa Bawenya is Sikan ho."
Jojo.
Oh, I can't lie.
Because Joe, what we are all saying here is part of the independence we've been celebrating year in, year out. Our over-dependency on external bodies is what is keeping us stagnant. I hope you understand. So, looking at the resources we have, and you still believe that what the Deloitte boss is saying is the way to go, then I don't think we are actually capable of, or we are in the frame of calling ourselves an independent country.
That one, we are not independent fully as we claim we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it will take time for us to be, or it's gonna take a bold leader who could be able to stand on his grounds and say,
who do you think that bold leader is?
That's Baumia.
So you don't think the steps taken by the current administration is any bold leadership?
Or they are not on the right course.
Oh, easy. As I started earlier on, I said they are doing so well. And then if they should continue, I think Ghana will be in a good state. But if they flop, which I'm not praying or I'm not saying they should flop, because once they flop, it will affect me also.
Okay.
Yes, so they should, try and maintain whatever they are doing so that the country will move on perfectly. So we all have our peace in the country.
Okay.
No matter what, we are going to come back 2028 to come and, do the marvelous things for the country.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Is it anything you have about this extension of the IMF deal?
No.
But do you believe it should be extended?
With regards with what he said, the gold board, the gold bond, the oil reserve, and some other things we are putting in place, I wouldn't say that we should
extend it.
I believe when we put things in place,
Yeah.
we should be able to,
Run
do
our
things
affairs.
without depending on IMF.
Sure.
Yeah, because they are going to come with a whole lot of conditions,
Mhm.
and then you need to meet to it.
Mm.
Are we ready as a country to meet to those conditions?
No, we are not.
Yeah.
We are not.
So I think we need to look at that as well, in as much as it's going to benefit us. But we need to stand our grounds. Indeed, if we are an independent country,
Yeah.
then we should act as one.
We should act as one. Thank you there from Joseph and also from my co-host AC. Now, moving on to the next topic for discussion. On Monday, Mr. Okujeto Ablakwa, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, he shut down Ghana's embassy in Washington, D.C. after investigations have proven that the IT department's head there was involved in some fraudulent activities, where he has even created his own portal for granting visas to citizens, and so all payments was coming to him personally,
Yeah.
just as Edubuahin did at the NSB. And so he had to shut down the embassy, reform a new team, and then deploy them there. How come an embassy has been running on a fraudulent tangent, whereas we had a foreign affairs minister for years now? For you to take a new minister to be able to detect what was going on. See, these things, sometimes when we discuss it, then we take it on a political lens. But this puts the entire nation on a very bad platform to the world. I hope you understand me, Joe.
Yeah.
Because if any country is coming to Ghana, any person from any country is coming to Ghana, they go to Ghana's embassy there to be granted access to the country. So all this while, we've been defrauding people. We've been defrauding Americans who come to Ghana. Even our own people who are coming to Ghana, we've been defrauding them. So he shut down the embassy and reinstated new people to take over. Joe, what do you make of this whole situation?
You see, to me, I'm not happy with him closing the embassy, because, Charlie, you shutting down a whole embassy, Charlie, is not of a good call.
Okay.
At least we have a leader or a rep that was, representing the embassy over there. So why don't we tackle that person individually? For the operations of the embassy should still continue, whilst we deal with that individual. Because when Edubuahin was being caught of a fraudulent, then did we shut this thing down? No, we did not. It was still in operation whilst we were investigating Edubuahin. So why can't we do the same? You've shut down a whole embassy. Imagine I'm going there for a visa to move outside the country to go ahead and do my 1 or 2 projects. Do you think I'll be able to go? It means my business, my money and everything has been destroyed.
Okay.
So it's gonna cost the state a lot, and then I don't think it's of a good call. And then now, we are saying that he said he's going to bring in new people to come and operate over there. That means the 24-hour economy your government spoke about is not realistic.
Okay.
How is it not realistic?
Because you are sacking those over there and bringing in new people.
He didn't just sack them. He's sacking them for a call.
He's sacking them for a call. So are you trying to tell me that if, let's say, you have come to GhanaTalks radio.
Yeah.
And then Omari
Yeah.
is doing some is been caught in a fraudulent act. Am I supposed to sack all of you?
Everyone will be questioned.
Yes, everyone will be questioned. But we all know the deals and everything that is going on is from Omari directly.
So do you believe if he's doing that, he will do it alone?
So no, if I want to do something, do you think I should involve my team, the people I work with?
Here lies the case. We've seen a news story that this person actually has accomplices.
I don't trust
in there.
So if you
and here
have
lies the
accomplices
case. You
in
can't literally trust anyone there. So better still, you take everyone off.
No, we don't do that.
Okay.
If you take everyone off, now ask yourself,
Yeah.
those same people, they are going back into the country to be unemployed. When it happens like that, your government will be questioned, or you, the person, will be questioned. Because if I'm working and then maybe the fraudulent act, I have no
involvement in it,
I'm not involved in it, and then you sack me from the workplace. When I go home, anytime I wake up in the morning, my curses or whatever prayers I pray, I'll pray against you.
So
I'm gonna attack you because I have no idea about what's going on.
Okay.
But yet you sack me to go home. What am I going to feed on? Imagine I have about 12 children. How am I going to feed my 12 children?
But has it been established yet that these people are going to go for questioning, and those that are not part of it will actually get their jobs back? Has it been established
No,
yet?
nothing like that. You only said he's gonna sack. He's taking everyone off, bringing in a new set of people.
Okay.
Which I know he can't do it. It's possible for him to do it because they assume all those people over there are MPP people. So automatic. No.
I'm not disputing what you're saying.
So automatically, and the pamo bia na yefa ya enkrofo ebede embeshisho.
Okay. So you think that is where it stands from? Oh, sorry.
So you think he sacked them simply because he wanted to bring in his own people?
Perfectly.
Based on what grounds?
So you've caught someone being involved in a fraudulent act, and then due to that, you are sacking the entire people in the company, and then you are telling me you sacking them, bring in a new set of people. The people you are bringing in, what shows you have no relationship with them?
Oh, Joe.
Oh, come on, Omari.